Hi, everyone. I want to thank you for helping me reach 1,000 subscribers on my channel. Couldn't have done it without you. I love y'all. Welcome to Informative Entertainment by Larry the Mechanic. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Good afternoon. I need to speak to Mr. Weston Smith or Wesson Smith.
This is Mr. Wesson. Who is this?
This is Michael Hemingway. I'm the licensed merchant banker. I work directly for the Mega Million lotteries at the unclaimed department. Is he available?
Well, what you said, Wesson Smith or Smith and Wesson? My name's Victor Wesson.
Victor Wesson.
Yeah, it's the only one at this address.
Okay, let me just verify I have the correct
address do you have so I can then we can verify it that way.
Okay, the address I have is in St. Paul, Wisconsin.
St. Paul? There's no St. Paul, Wisconsin. Is it not Hague Avenue in St. Paul, is it?
Right, the zip code is 55104.
Yeah, that's where I live.
Okay.
845 Hague.
That's correct.
That's my address. So somebody must have got the name mixed up on you.
Right. Sometimes it does happen because we're dealing with a computer generated ballot box. So sometimes the names could be because it's on a computer generation. So, you don't have to sign up to become a winner. You get an automatic entry by shopping at any of our sponsor stores.
Oh, what stores are those?
The sponsor stores are Amazon, eBay, Walgreens, Walmart, CVS, Kroger's, Dollar General, Safeway.
Pretty much everything then.
Right. They're part of the consumer marketing partner. So once you shop at any of those stores connected to the consumer marketing partners franchise, you get an automatic entry to become one of 3 lucky winners in your state.
Oh, so you're with Mega Millions, you said, or?
That's correct. I'm the licensed merchant banker. I work directly with the Mega Million lotteries at the unclaimed department because your check has been unclaimed for the past 21 days and counting.
Well, I never got anything in the mail on it, so.
Okay, I do understand. Sometimes it get lost in transit, or sometimes persons throw it out thinking that it's junk mail. But if you have a valid email address, we could resend you the letter so you could have something in black and white.
No, I don't have an email address at all. No.
Because your delivery date was scheduled for this Friday, so you will be getting.
Yeah, I don't have an email at all. I got in a lot of trouble, so I can't use emails and not.
Right.
I can't text, so the only interweb I go on is with my phone. And I'm lucky I got that capability.
I understand. So
it turned out that somebody tried robbing me, and I beat the living shit out of him. This was about 3 years ago, and because he was trying to scam me, and I made all these obscene calls and text messages, and I had his email address, and turned out that that got me in so much trouble. I ended up doing some jail time on it. That I didn't get my money back either. So unfortunately.
Okay, I understand. Well, this is a form of blessing. So maybe whatever you've gone through, this is your reimbursement for your pain and suffering that you had to undergo.
Yeah. Okay. So what is this about? You said you're from the Mega Million.
Yes. So this is a large sweepstakes. We're a nonprofit organization, and we host annual Golden Harvest raffle. This is our annual raffle that took place on March 14th, 2025, in which we selected 3 lucky winners from each state. And your information emerged one of those 3 lucky winners from your state. So congratulations.
So we can verify my age. I'll give you my age, my birth date, to make sure you got the right guy. There's nobody else that lives here. I don't have any relatives.
Are you retired?
No. Well, I'm old enough to retire, but I'm not. I still work.
Okay, so you're currently employed, right?
Yeah, part-time. It's all I can get at the Burger King. So it's the only place that'll hire you anymore, especially when you got a felony record. So, yeah, so I work at the Burger King, and I got a girlfriend that lives with me, but she's not a Wesson. I'm the only Wesson, I think, in the whole city of St. Paul. I might be wrong, but make sure you got the right guy. My birthday's 5/25/1955. Does that sound right?
Yeah, that sounds just about right to me.
All right. I wanted to make sure, so there's no question as to who you're, trying to get a hold of.
Right. So
You hate to get your hopes up that you won something, and then to find out, oh no, it's for another guy by the same last name. He lives across.
Yeah, that's kind of upsetting.
Yeah.
So thank God we got a hold of you so we can start this process. All right.
All right. Yeah. So how much we talking about then?
Well, this is a certified check for $8,500,000.
Whoa, that's a lot of money. Oh.
Well, this is a life-changing opportunity. You can retire from the Burger King, purchase a new home. You can purchase you can purchase a franchise if you like, and now you're the owner of that franchise.
Yeah. Wow, that's pretty cool. So when are they? You said they're going to bring the check to me? Somebody is, or what?
Yeah, it's a process we have to follow once you win the lottery or the sweepstakes. We have to go through a legitimate channel in which you would be responsible in taking care of your capital gain taxes on that certified check prior to your delivery.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Okay? So I don't know how you plan or intend to come up with the funds, but this money has to be registered to the IRS before they take your check off hold.
Well, I've never heard of that. Usually with winnings, they either take it out of the winnings or they allow the recipient to pay them.
That still does happen, but that's your federal income and state taxes. Your capital gain tax is what you paid prior once you're receiving a lottery or sweepstakes. Anything over $10,000, you are required to pay the capital gain taxes prior to your delivery. So you pay
$9,000 is what you're talking about?
That's correct. But you would still have to repay the other $9,000 when you get your funds to the sponsors.
Well, I'd pay them with interest.
Yes, they have a 2% interest rate.
Well, I mean, I'd give them a healthy tip if I'm getting 8-point-something million. They'd get a nice tip out of that.
Exactly, and don't forget that you're going to have to pay the taxes once you get the check. So after taxes, you're roughly going to have $6,375,000.
Wow!
After all the taxes has been cleared.
Mm-hmm.
So that's still a pretty hefty penny.
All right. So let's get the ball rolling, then. I'm on board with this. It sounds like a pretty cool thing for me.
Yeah, and I can even allow you to call the bank where your money is being held. You can do a customer service agent. I can give you the account number and your PIN. And when you hear the amount, you have the option to speak to a live representative of the bank.
Mm-hmm.
If you have any questions, you can feel free to ask them, everything like that, to show that this is all 100% authentic. Okay?
Oh, sounds good.
Yes, and we don't just do business behind closed doors. All transactions are 100% transparent. traceable, trackable, and refundable. Okay.
All right.
Do you have a Chase Bank there in your county?
Well, there are Chase banks everywhere. I live in Ramsey County, but I believe there's several Chase banks in there. Otherwise, we have twin. They used to refer to as it's TCF, but Twin City Federal, but they call it TCF Bank.
TCF, right? I think they work under the Federal Reserve.
Oh yeah, they've been around for 60, 70, 80 years. They've been around long. Yeah, that's who
that's like 8 decades. Wow.
Yeah, you Google it. They're big. They're big in Twin Cities. So TCF Bank. So.
Okay. And that's where you want your money to be deposited?
Oh, yeah, that's where my bank account is. That's where my checking, I don't have a savings anymore, but I think there's like $10 in it. But that's where my checking is, and
that's where you'd like the 8.5 to be deposited to.
Oh yeah, they're a big bank.
Yes.
Like I said, you can Google them. You'll see how big they are. It's a federal bank, so it used to be what they called they used to be referred to as the Federal Savings and Loan Bank, and now they're a regular bank is what they are. So that's why they changed the name to TCF Bank, I guess. So.
Right. So I can get a sponsor for you today. I can probably get him on the phone, and we both come to a verbal agreement that when you receive your money, the company is not going to be calling you, reminding you to pay your fees that you have outstanding for the sponsors.
All right.
They're going to that's up to you. God is going to be in charge here, because you can run from mankind, but you can't run from God.
Well, okay. Now,
karma is real. So
when you're talking, I ended up with over $6 million. I ain't got no problem with that. I've never seen that kind of money. Never even heard of that kind of money. So I don't play the lottery. I don't even gamble. I never win. I could never win anyway. So it's like. So yeah, and I've been on hard times.
Like finding a needle in a haystack here.
Yeah, exactly. When I was in jail, they didn't put me in prison. They put me in jail for 10 months for what I did when I beat up that scammer, and I broke almost every bone in his body. He pissed me off. I almost killed him.
He definitely deserved that.
Yeah. Well, he scammed me out of all my savings. I had like 10 grand, and he took everything. He took everything from me, and I found out where he was at. I went after him, and I did him in, and they caught me, and I ended up going to trial. I couldn't even afford.
Whatever happened to him? Because he should be charged on several counts of defrauding.
They didn't believe that he scammed me. There was no proof. It was all a verbal thing. So there was no proof of what he did, and I never got the money back. So it was his word.
No nothing, right?
Yeah, it was his word against mine. Him saying that he didn't know me, and I randomly picked the wrong guy to beat up, and it turned. Well, he can't work again ever. So even if I get this money, he may end up trying to sue me for a big chunk of it. So
you might want to change states, and don't want to put this on the press, because if it's on the press, you'll know that you won this money, and he can come to you with legal action.
Oh yeah, and I got an ex-wife, and I've got 5 kids, so she'd be coming after me too.
Exactly.
But she's in Illinois, so I don't have to deal with her. Right now.
That's where my wife lives too. My wife is in Joliet, Illinois.
Oh yeah, no. She lives actually in Chicago. So,
okay.
Yeah, Bernadette. She's crazy. She's a crazy woman. I'm surprised she never killed me. I mean, she tried, but it's what you end up marrying.
But yes, I'm gonna get the sponsor on the phone now to see if we can get this $9,000, and You, on the other hand, you have to try to work on coming up with that 9,000. How soon do you think you'd be able to come up with that balance?
With 9,000?
Correct.
Oh, shoot. I think I'd have to go, maybe my...
There's a one main that you could probably get a loan from.
Oh, it ain't going to give me that kind of money.
Yeah,
when I'm
probably
working
not
at
gonna
Burger
be.
King.
Right.
They'd have to have, probably you would have to have you guys co-signing for it.
Right, you'd have to have a cosign
Yeah,
if they're going to do
that's
it.
what I'm thinking, is they're probably going to require you guys to co-sign for the damn thing and that, so. You there?
Yeah, I'm still here with you.
Somebody's trying to call me. I'll just send that to voicemail. Maybe I lost you when I heard the phone do that, but yeah.
No, I'm still here with you.
Yeah.
Okay. You were saying that. But okay, so the loan is out of the option. What are the other options?
The other option, I got a cousin who's got a car dealership in St. Paul, and he helped me out quite a bit, so I might be able to get him to loan me the $9,000.
And you repay him with a hefty repay after that.
So if he finds out, he'll probably want $100,000. I'd be more than happy to give him $100,000.
So you can't give him too much. He's be like, what? Why are you giving me so much money?
No,
Did he win the lottery?
He worked hard with his dealership. I used to work for him years ago, and he worked hard to build that thing. Started with just used cars, small corner lot with about 15 used cars, and now he's got a chain going on. It's all used cars, and he's got dealerships where they actually do work. They work on the cars too, so he's got a real good, great name for himself. So
he built a legacy, and that's what we're allowing you to do now. Build your own legacy for your family, your loved ones, and the persons you love the most. So whenever you're not here, they have something that you left behind for them.
That sounds good. His wife might give him a little shit about loaning me the money, because she's a spoiled little bitch. So, but. And
you can't let him know that you're winning a lot of money, because he's gonna want so much money out of you. It's not gonna be funny. So
he's not like that. Him and I have been close our whole lives since we were little kids. So.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's just 2 years younger than me. He's 67. Okay. So. Yeah, but he's made a name for himself. He's got one son, and that son helps him with the dealership too. They're pretty good.
Okay.
So you're gonna need $9,000, and
yeah, the IRS is gonna need that payment, and once the payment is gone through, you do that through the Chase Bank, and within 24 hours, we will have the delivery at your address of choice. So wherever you want the delivery to be presented, we will get the GPS location. And if we have problems finding that location, we will be in contact with you right up until we get there.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So when we get there, we don't just leave you with a check and the keys to the car and say goodbye. Oh, about the car, you're going to get all the documents, so you can just take it straight down to the DMV. And you're all set and good to go. It's going to be insured for a year.
Oh, what kind of car are you giving me? Is it like a Chevy Equinox or something?
No, it's a Chevy Silverado. It's a 4-wheel drive pickup truck.
Wow, sounds nice.
0 mileage, so you'll be the first person behind the steering wheel. It has heated seats, and they massage your back and your buttocks while you drive. So.
Wow.
It's a very nice automobile.
Sounds like it is, yeah. So, do you need my bank information at all, like where I bank, or no?
No. No, we don't take any personal banking information. It's against the law.
All right.
What we do when we come to deliver the check, we will present you with an affidavit. Do you know what an affidavit is?
Well, just a letter, certified letter, isn't it?
Yes, a certified letter from the federal government that this money is legitimate and you're not a part of some money laundering scheme by the drug cartels.
Mm-hmm.
So this is just to basically prove to the bank that your money is being legitimized by the federal government.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. So they notarize the affidavit and send it back to the IRS, and the tax will be deducted from your check.
Wow.
So you don't have to worry about getting a tax attorney or anything like that, because the Trump administration, they started to allow the banks to withdraw the taxes from the sweepstakes winner's check. So as soon as you deposit the check, you're going to see the withdrawal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I will, once you have the 9,000, I will provide you with the account number and the routing number for the Chase Bank where you will make that deposit.
Okay, yeah, I know there's Chase banks in and around the Twin Cities, so I've just never used them, so.
Well, it's pretty simple, pretty easy. Once you have the correct information, it should be a walk in the park for you.
All right. So how much time do you need for me to come up with the money?
Well, we wanted to make the delivery for this Friday because we had a deadline. Because remember, we're doing all 50 states. So we finish your state this Friday. But we could get an extension for maybe another 7 days, which that might cost the company. But I can explain the situation that you need ample time to gather the funds. So we'll be able to have a bed and breakfast there in your state until you are able to have everything finalized. Once it's finalized, our guys can pick up your check and deliver it to you.
Sounds great. Sounds great. All right. This is what I'll do. I got done working about a half hour right before you called. I worked breakfast and lunch at the Burger King, and I do that tomorrow. I'm usually done around just a little after 1 p.m. So usually by 1:15 I'm out of there. And what I could do is head over to my cousin's dealership, the one where his office is, because the one big one, the biggest one, he has his offices in there, and I'll see if I can get some cash out of him. And then if you want, you could call me later in the day, because I have a few errands I have to run. I'm going to have to deposit that money into, I would assume, into my account. So, I want to make sure
you would get a cashier's check from your bank, or you would get a cashier's check from your bank and then take it to the Chase.
Oh, okay. That's what I'll do then. Do I put their name on the cashier's check then?
Yes, you would put the licensed merchant banker's name on the cashier's check, and I will provide you with that information, not to worry.
Okay.
You're not able to receive text messages, right?
No. If I get caught doing text, my phone will receive them, but if I get caught, I'll be going to prison.
So what I'm going to do...
They deferred my sentence, but I still had to do, about 10 months in the county jail because of what I did. But I could have gotten 10 years out of this thing in the state prison. After what that guy did to me. He still can't work. Like I said, I broke several bones in his body, and he came close to death. And and that's what happens to people that do me wrong, and they shouldn't.
Exactly. And he deserves every bit that he got. I'm just only sorry he didn't get to be sentenced and got to rot in prison where he belonged.
Well, yeah, like I said, there's no way they could prove this thing, So,
but that's why everything we do at the company here is a transparent. So you have a paper trail, you have documented evidence, name on the account, valid account. So if you have to start an investigation, that will, plus all our calls are recorded. So
All right.
either way.
Sounds good. What would be a good time to call me tomorrow? Or I could call you.
You should tell me. Or first thing, you try to save my number to your phone, so whenever I call, you could see my name pop up. Okay. It's
right.
Michael Hemingway. Michael Hemingway.
Michael Hemingway. This phone is a cheap ass phone. Okay. Hang on a second. I'm gonna write it down anyways. I'll try later to program it. Right, not a problem. And I'll be in contact with you, but you're saying you're gonna run some errands now, so what time would you want me to call you back later? Hang on, write down your name. I have to give you the account information. Yeah, I want to go see. I really want to go see my cousin tonight if I can too. So the sooner I get that money, the better. So, right. Where are you located? Or what state are you located in? So I know I'm located in Las Vegas, Nevada. Oh, so you're a couple hours behind us. Exactly. So a couple hours behind you. So this number that you called me on, the 725-216 number, is valid? That is correct. It's a valid number. If I hang up now and you call me back, you would get the receptionist and they would have to transfer the call to my office. 4451. Okay, so I got that. All right, Michael, I got that. And the exact amount was 8.1. Did you say 1 million? Or 8.5? 5 million. In a brand new 25 Silverado. Right, Chevy Silverado, 4-wheel drive. And we have 5 colors available. I want you to select one of those 5 colors. Mm-hmm. We have a candy apple red. We also have a bright metallic blue. We have a traditional pearl white. We have a lovely black and a stunning smoked gray. Which option will best suit you? Oh, the gray would be perfect. Right, the smoked gray, not a problem. So I'll have that information sent to the car dealership, and we should be able to have all the paperwork ready within another 24 hours. So I'll be keeping you updated on that as well. All right. How about you're a couple hours behind us, so right now it's 10 to 2, so which is 10 to noon to you guys. Correct, 10 to noon. Yeah, so your time, what I'll do is I'll call you around about 6 o'clock my time, which would be 4. So that's roughly 4 o'clock my time. Yeah, 4 o'clock your time, if you want. I'll call you then, and then we'll chat about this, and I'll tell you what funds I got available and what we're supposed to do. I mean, granted, I won't be able to do if I get the money tonight. I don't know if he's always got money, but if I get the money, the bank's probably closed by the time you get through, so it'd have to be tomorrow anyway. Yeah, so I'll have to wait till after work tomorrow. So it'd be after 1:15 before I could go to the bank. So. And not a problem. I'll call you and give you all the information and talk over it before, so not a problem. Yeah, when I call you tonight, we'll hash that out. Okay, not a problem. All right, thanks, Michael. It's good. It's good news. My girlfriend's going to be happy. So, congratulations to you on your big win. Welcome to financial freedom. And I cannot wait to see the smile that we're going to put on your face shortly. Yeah, I could use Let's hope if we can get this delivery done by Friday, because these agents, they just want to get out of the state. So if we can get it done by Friday, let's go ahead and get things done. Welcome to Informative Entertainment by Larry the Mechanic. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hello?
Hi, Victor. How you doing?
Doing good. Is this Michael?
How you doing? Yeah, I was in a conference meeting when you called me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if when I left the first
What's that?
message, I didn't leave my last name. I don't know how many people you talked to in a day, so I figured I'd call back again and leave a second message. So,
Yeah.
I
So,
talked to my cousin, and of the whole $18,000, he wants in on this. So,
oh, so I don't have to get a sponsor for you? That's what you're saying?
no sponsor needed. No. But
No sponsor.
he does business with the Chase Bank, so he'll get the certified check from Chase in St. Paul here.
Okay.
So we got like three Chase Banks or something in St. Paul area. I don't know how many Minneapolis has. I'm sure they have them there too. So
Okay, so you know you're gonna have to give your family member a hefty payout when
him and I already discussed terms.
okay, you guys already discussed that, right?
Yeah, we're on board.
Okay.
So
And
what?
you said, oh yeah, I was just about to ask you about the email, but I just remember that you said you can't use emails anymore.
No, I'm not allowed to use social media, text, emails. In fact, the phone I got here, I've only had it three months or so, and it's one of those Walmart or not Walmart. It's through AT&T, but it's like one of those Walmart phones where you pay as you go. But it's the same thing through AT&T.
Hey, don't knock those Walmart phones because they're perfectly fine. I bought my iPhone from Walmart.
Yeah, this one, it's just a cheap phone. But anyways. Yeah. So what's next?
So what?
Yeah. What's next?
So you said he's gonna.
Yeah.
You said he's gonna get the cashier's check to you. So that means he's gonna make the check out from his Chase Bank to your name, correct?
Yeah. It'll be to my name, and then
All
we
right.
can go from there.
All right. So once the money is available in your account, then you can go down to the bank and you can get a cashier's check. Once you get the cashier's check, you can.
Well, can't you?
I'll provide you with.
Why don't he just?
You need a.
Well, why don't he just get the cashier's check from his bank, and then we're done with it?
Well, if
Why
it's
would it?
easier that way.
Yeah, it's like then we don't have to use get two banks involved.
Exactly, because once you do that, it's going to have to go through your bank process again. It's going to take a few days, and you're absolutely right. So
Sure.
you can just use everything from his account, so I can provide you with the name that you will be putting on the account,
All right.
on the cashier's check. Sorry, he said he's going to do it tomorrow.
Yeah, he said he'll do it tomorrow because he didn't have all the funds there at the dealership. Everybody gets loans or in the service department. People usually pay with credit or debit, or very few pay with cash. So he said he'd have to get the funds from the bank. So he'll get a check. He'll get a certified check from his bank, and so. Is there like a specific name you want on that check or no? Or do you?
Yes, that's what I'm going to provide you with right now.
Okay, hang on. I gotta find a pen here.
Provide you with that information, so you might want to get a pen and paper.
All right. Okay. All right, I got the pen and the paper. I'm ready.
Okay, the name that you put on the check, it's the licensed merchant banker. Her name.
I edited out the name of the money mule because that is a real person, more than likely in Jamaica, and we'll let the authorities deal with that portion of it. Sorry, guys. It's the way I got to do this. Okay. Is there like a middle initial or anything?
No middle initial.
Please don't be frustrated, as it's possible that this chick has kids, and I'd rather the authorities deal with this shit. Is there an account number I have to deposit this in?
What was that?
Is there like an account number or anything, or that I have to put on it, or?
Yes. No, you don't put the account number on the check.
Okay.
When you get the check and you're going to the Chase Bank, that's when you need the account number.
Oh, okay.
You might need the account number and address. Sometimes they ask for the address, so you might need the address too. So I'll have to provide you with the account number.
Well, why don't
and
you
the
give me
address,
her?
so.
Well, give me her address now, and then I'll have it. You can give me the account number tomorrow, and we'll finish it there. I don't know exactly.
No, all you need. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, if you give me the address in case they need it at the bank.
Right. So we're going to do it one step at a time. All you need is a name to put on the cashier's check. Once
sure?
you have the cashier's check, you get the other information, okay?
All right. And
we don't want to have the information all jumbled and mixed up. And you said, oh, I forgot it here. I forgot where, so let's just have one thing, deal with one thing at a time so we don't get all confused, okay?
All right. Sounds good.
So once you get the check tomorrow, you say, okay, Mike, I have the check in my possession. Provide me with the account number and the address. I'm going to make the deposit now. Once you make the deposit, please don't lose your receipt. That receipt is your will of hope and your proof, and also paper trail of how you taken care of your capital gain taxes. Okay?
Capital gain.
Yeah, so please don't lose that receipt. You're going to need to provide that receipt on your delivery date on Friday. Okay?
All right. And when am I going to see the check?
When are you going to see the cashier's check?
No, the money I won.
This Friday. Once you deposit the check tomorrow, you will be getting the delivery Friday at 10 a.m. sharp. So if you have work that day, you might want to call in and let them know you're not able to flip burgers today. Okay?
I won't. I don't work Friday. I just work through tomorrow. Tomorrow about 1 or 1:15 when I get off. Depends on how fast we clean up. So, all right. I think I got it then. Money mule name redacted for security. And what is she in? She's part of your team there in Vegas then? Is that what it is?
No. The IRS agent is in New York.
Oh, she's in New York. Okay. All right. So I think I got everything I need on this one.
Perfect.
All right, then I will call you as soon as I have the check tomorrow.
Fantastic.
All right?
And I'll be in touch with you right up until Friday. The agents arrive at your home, so you have to keep the line of communication open, okay?
All right. Sounds like a plan.
Once again, congratulations, Victor, and have yourself a wonderful evening.
You too.
I know you're going to have one of the best sleeps you ever had tonight, knowing that Friday you can send in your resignation, and you don't have to be going to work and flipping burgers 4 days of the week anymore.
All right. I appreciate that.
Fantastic. So I'll talk to you tomorrow, okay?
All right. Thanks.
All right. Get some rest.
All right. Bye. Welcome to Informative Entertainment by Larry the Mechanic. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hello.
Top of the morning.
Yeah, they told me to leave after the breakfast rush. So, so, I got the cash here, so. Are you there?
Yeah, I thought you said you were getting a check.
That's what I got, the cashier's check.
Okay. And what did your uncle say when you told
A check from
him on
Jamaica.
the check? What did he say about that?
Oh, it's my cousin, not my uncle. He has no idea who that is. He's never heard the name before, so neither have I. So you said that she works at for what? She works for the IRS or something?
Right, she's a licensed merchant banker appointed by the Internal Revenue Service.
Merchant banker. Okay, all right. All right. So, do you have her account information?
Yes, I have her account information.
Okay. And that's for Chase Bank. Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's where the check is going to be deposited to.
All right. Well, I'm in the parking lot of Chase Bank here in St. Paul. So.
Okay, what time is it now on your clock?
No, it's almost 11.
Okay. All right, not a problem. Fantastic. Let me know when you are ready for the information. I'm just getting my computer records here pulled up so I can get the account information to you. Have a pen and paper ready?
I do.
All right, just hold the line a moment.
Mm-hmm. He had me on hold for a while, and I really don't know why, but maybe he's trying to be a professional scammer. But he'll be back on shortly and actually give me account numbers.
Are you there, Victor?
I'm there.
Okay, perfect. All right, so I'm going to start with the account number first.
All right. Once again, I edited out the account number because it is obviously somebody's account number over in Jamaica. And we'll let the authorities deal with this bullshit. So, I hope you're enjoying this video. I was kind of nervous, but I'm cool about it now. And I want to thank all of my subscribers for helping me reach 1,000 subscribers a short time ago. I really appreciate it, guys. That's a big milestone. Hopefully my videos will be more widespread with YouTube now that I've reached that number. Thank you.
And the routing number is 021
Okay.
0000
What was okay? 021. What was after 021?
00
Zero.
00.
4 zeros.
4 zeros, correct. And after the 4 zeros, you have 21.
21.
Correct.
All right. All right. So. Okay. And this will go to New York.
Correct. And read back the routing number to me.
The routing number?
Correct.
Okay. 021000021.
Correct. And now it's time for the address.
Okay.
They might not ask you, but if they do, you have it ready to give them, okay?
Okay, the address.
That's 9993
Mm-hmm.
Allegheny Road.
Spell that for me. Yep.
Not a problem. A-L-L.
Mm-hmm.
E is in elephant.
Yep.
G is in go.
Mm-hmm.
H is in Henry. E is in elephant. N is in Nancy. And Y is in yesterday.
Okay. Alleghdny.
Correct. Allegheny Road.
New York.
And yes, the city is Corfu. Corfu.
Corfu, New York. And zip code.
Zip code 14040.
Okay, 14040. All right, I'm gonna go in there and do this right now, and I don't know. I'll come back and call you.
Okay, not a problem. As soon as you have the receipt in your hand, you should give me a call, and I'll add that receipt to your affidavit. And within 24 hours, so we definitely are going to be able to make the delivery for Friday.
All right.
So I'll also contact the delivery agents. Please be advised it's 10 a.m. sharp. So I'm going to contact the delivery agents, get everything together, contact the car dealership, and have the car all cleaned and dusted off and ready for delivery. So,
all right.
As soon as you get out the bank with the receipt, you just call me and confirm. Okay.
Okay, I got that.
All right. Okie dokie.
This might take a little while, so just give me some time.
Yeah, not a problem.
All right. Bye-bye.
Hi, thank you for calling the claim department. This is David Foster. How can I direct your call?
Is this Michael?
Yeah.
All right. You said your name is David?
No, I said, how can I direct your call?
Okay, well, I heard what I heard. But anyways, the address you gave me is Six Flags Great America is what the bank just told me. And so they said that Ms. Scammer Elite is a chicken, your hometown of Portmore, Jamaica. And also the routing number you gave me is an international one. So they basically told me that you're a fucking scammer and that I shouldn't do this. So,
well, it's up to you if you want to do this, buddy.
Well, here's the deal. Here's the deal, Michael, David, or whatever your name is. You claim you're in Las Vegas, right?
Right.
Your caller ID says it belongs to a total different person. And I have really good software on my laptop that no matter what you put in there, I know who that number belongs to. Anyways, the Mega Millions, you're probably not aware of it, don't have an office in Las Vegas because Nevada does not participate in Mega Millions or any of the lottery. So that's right. So proves you're a scammer. And are you familiar with the MOFPS in your hometown there in Port? Actually, it's in Kingston.
Yeah, I'm familiar with all of them.
Yeah. Well, you're going to be familiar with them once more because last night my cousin knew that you were a scammer and he wanted me to go to the bank today. And I didn't have any money, by the way. And if I was given, he wanted me to check on a routing number. If I was given one, he wanted me to check on this Miss Money Mule, and found that she's some kind of model or something over there in not Kingston, but about 30 miles southwest. I assume you're in Kingston somewhere. But we do, yeah. You need to quit doing this.
Go ahead.
Michael, you need to quit doing this because you're going to end up in prison. I would assume you've been there once before for doing this kind of shit.
Okay.
So
well, you can say whatever you want. My kids' bills have to be paid, so you can whatever you want, buddy.
I understand you got to make a living, and it's tough, but there's honest ways of doing it. You don't have to steal from people to do it. You don't realize that it's just the same as if you went into a bank with a gun to hold them up, but you walked out with nothing. You'd still be convicted of attempted robbery, and you're still going to go to jail. You're eventually.
I'll prefer go to jail for something than go to jail for nothing. Okay.
Well, it's stupid. If you love your family, you're going to do the right thing and quit scamming people.
Well, that's why I still scam people, because I love my family.
No, you don't love your family. No, Michael. I was in your place many years ago. During the 80s. I lost my job. I worked two minimum wage jobs to support 2 kids and my wife.
Yeah.
And I didn't turn to crime. I did whatever I could to keep them in a.
I did that too. It didn't work out for me. So.
Well, that's because you're lazy. You're lazy, and you're greedy. You're greedy. You're doing it for your family. You're greedy. It's the love of money, not the love of your family. Because if you go to jail, you know what good does it do? You're not going to be with your family. I would assume you're a married guy. I don't know. I don't know what money mule is to you. But if she's involved with this, she's in a lot of trouble because the MOFPS has all this information, and they're going to get the account numbers too. I hung up. Fucking scamming piece of shit, cocksucker.
Subscribe his motherfucking channel because he is an asshole.